Today we're going to be talking about the differences between branding on social media and converting or getting people to actually buy your product through digital marketing. So if you haven't checked out my channel yet, my name is Cole, and basically I'm a social media marketer who has worked at TikTok and Facebook and a bunch of other different companies running social media, and also just kind of learning the ins and outs of the social media algorithms and how exactly these platforms can benefit small businesses. And that's kind of what this whole channel is featured around. So a big misconception I see when small businesses are getting involved in digital marketing and social media content creation for the first time is not understanding what to do on what platforms and in what ways. So I know that kind of covers all the different questions that somebody might have about digital marketing, but let me kind of break it down. I don't think that people understand as much what to use Facebook for, what to use Instagram for when they're creating content, and so they end up creating the wrong kind of content that doesn't benefit them, and in a lot of ways it kind of just hurts them. Or it doesn't do anything for them at all, which at the end of the day is wasted time, and that really hurts small businesses, especially those 1 to 2 people companies who don't have any time to spare and they're working tons of extra hours anyway. So the goal of this video is to break that down and to figure out how exactly you should be spending your time and what results you can expect from that, and figure out exactly how you want to grow on social media and how to use it for your business. Okay, so first things first, content creation. So when we say content creation or organic posting, what we mean is basically any kind of post on any kind of social media platform that doesn't involve paying for an ad, right? So if you take Facebook, for instance, you have really 3 different options. You can have an ad, you can have a post, or you can have a boosted post. And really what it comes down to it is an ad and a boosted post are kind of the same thing. It's just that a boosted post is a simplified version of an ad. And a regular post is what we're going to be talking about when we're talking about organic posting and content creation. So when you're organically posting, again, meaning you're not spending any kind of money, you're just posting on your social media platform, the strategy that I find works the best for businesses is using that time to brand your business. Now, branding is the long game, right? This is something that's going to benefit your company down the road. So it's not going to be an instantaneous payoff like getting a new client to buy your product and immediately seeing that cash flow, but it's crucial to growing and scaling your business in the future, and it's something that should definitely not be ignored. So when you're on Facebook and you're creating a post, you should be thinking about branding, not selling, because selling is going to be very, very difficult. It's not impossible. It's going to be very difficult to do though. And at the end of the day, it's better to lean into what the strengths of organic posting are instead of trying to do something that's very difficult in that kind of medium. So the strength there is getting your message across, right? Is to get your brand across, or branding, or at least get people cognizant of what your business is and what you guys do. So when I always talk about or recommend to clients what to do on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and any social media platform when they're not talking about creating ads or boosted posts or things like that, is to be fun and create value. Now, that's definitely something easier said than done, and most business owners out there, especially if it's a one-man team, you know, they know their trade very well. You know whatever business you're running very, very well, but that might not have anything to do with entertainment. And it gets a little tricky because the best thing you can do on social media is be entertaining, because what that does is it opens up people's attention so that you can stand out above the rest of the people posting, trying to get other people to buy their product on Facebook. And on all these different social media platforms, you see a lot of businesses, and I think we all have that same kind of reaction where we kind of take a step back and, you know, we understand that it's spam, I'm not interested in this, I'm just gonna skip by it. And certain platforms like TikTok and Instagram, you only have a couple seconds to really appeal to somebody watching your video or your piece of content before they can just swipe away from it, and all that time and effort is wasted. So you have to be engaging, you have to provide some kind of value to encourage people to watch it. And what's great about this is If you can provide value in the first video that somebody sees for your page or for your brand on a social media platform, they are way more likely to be invested long term. And that's great because they're going to end up seeing your content more often, they're gonna help you grow, then get seen by more and more people, but they're also the most likely people to become customers in the future. So that's why we talk about it's kind of more of a long game, because that branding, it's gonna take some time, but it's going to really help you grow, and it's gonna help you sell much, much easier than you have ever done before. And you're not gonna have to push that hard, because at the end of the day, a lot of your warm leads are gonna be the people who've been following you, and they're going to know your brand. So when we're talking about content creation, that's why it's so important to be fun and lean into your strengths here. If you're a good motivational speaker, have a lot of different content where you are speaking to the audience, or if you're just somebody who is, really artistic in the form of really great visuals or any kind of art, or that's part of your business, lean into that. Whatever your strength is, find a way to incorporate that into your content, because A, it's gonna be easier for you to create content, which is really, really important. You should be creating content in the easiest way that's still good possible. So what I mean by that is you don't wanna just be sending links. And I see this all the time on Facebook and LinkedIn. A link is basically no post at all, unless you do it well. So if you're just posting links on Facebook or Instagram, or I should say LinkedIn, just to get every post in every single day, you're not gonna see any benefit from that, because you're not providing value, you're just giving people basically another form of an ad, and kind of a bad form of an ad, if I'm gonna be totally frank. If you create fun content, you're more engaging, and you are more personal. You include yourself. Don't just do a ton of graphics and things that aren't personal. Now, that can work, but it's a lot harder, right? And our goal here is to make social media easy as possible for small businesses, because at the end of the day, you don't have 8 hours to focus on creating content every single day. So you want to be creating content in an easy fashion that you can do it consistently and you can see results. So when we're talking about content creation, find a way that you can create content a lot of different times during the week, spread out throughout the week. You can provide value to your audience, and it's just something that you enjoy doing, and it's going to help you grow. So that's really important, and remember, that's free. So if you don't have a lot of capital as a small business, lean into that. So find a little bit of time, and it's gonna be easier to do than finding a little bit of capital at the end of the day, especially if you're creating content efficiently and in a way that you enjoy. So now we're gonna talk a little bit about the digital marketing side when it comes to actually converting people into customers, right? Or selling. This is the thing that people end up doing on their Facebook pages as posts, which is wrong. Because if you have a good ad that targets the right audience after you have the backbone of branding, it's going to be very, very easy, or at least far easier to sell to a client, because you have that reputation, you have authenticity, and now you have a good ad that's targeting the right person with the right demographics at the right time. So even though creating content is the easiest way to get started in the social media world for a small business, ads are also a really great thing to take advantage of if you have a little bit of capital, a little bit of marketing dollars to spend. And I always talk about how the right kind of social media or digital ad is like a billboard that targets only the people who are going to be interested in your product, only at the times that they're most likely to want to buy that product. So it's way more beneficial than any kind of traditional marketing that I've seen. It's better than radio, it's better than TV, it's better than any kind of billboard or flyer or, dare I say, bus bench ad. This is going to be an ad that can target people right when they're ready to buy something in their free time or when they have a computer available to them. And again, these are people, if you're doing your targeting right, who are going to be primed to want your product. So at the end of the day, you are getting the absolute most bang for your buck, again, if you do it correctly, and you're not gonna be wasting any money. So you can see a lot of results for very, very cheap. It's not hard to spend $100 and to get seen by tens of thousands of people. Now, how you convert those ads is going to vary dramatically based off what kind of industry you're in, what kind of audience you're targeting, what platform to use, if it's more of a Facebook ad route or if you're going to benefit more from Google Ads. It's really good to get invested in this, and it takes a little bit of time to learn this. It's harder to do than just creating content, but it's well worth your time, because if you know that marketing is going to be a crucial part of your industry and it's going to be vital to growing your business, taking 3 to 4 hours to learn how Facebook ads work is going to pay off tenfold for your business, because you won't need to hire a marketing expert, or if you do, at least you can check to make sure they're doing all of the best things, and you're not going to waste any money on all the time that billboards aren't effective, like when people aren't driving on that road. So if you take this information and you pair your content creation, use that for branding, getting your message out there, providing value to potential customers down the road, and not trying to sell them on a product necessarily at that moment, combining that with your digital marketing and targeting people when they're primed to be customers is going to be a huge benefit to your marketing, and it's really an easy way to compete with bigger brands and bigger businesses that might be in your industry without having to spend those tens of thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars on marketing like a lot of old school businesses do nowadays still. So let me know your questions below. I'll be happy to answer them as soon as I see them. And again, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button so that this video can be seen by more and more people, and I can hopefully help benefit other small businesses like yours. And then subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this that are geared toward helping your business grow on social media. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.